Hello, children. Hope you all are good. Now we are going to discuss the second mass movement, that is civil disobedience movement. Factors responsible for civil disobedience movement, Simon Commission and Declaration of Poorna Swaraj. Now, first factor, Simon Commission. In November 1927, British government appointed Simon Commission. It was headed by Sir John Simon to suggest some constitutional reforms. It had total 7 British members of parliament and had no Indian member. Indians thought that it was intentionally done to insult our self-respect. INC, Muslim League, and Hindu Mahasabha decided to boycott Simon Commission at every stage and in every form. Children, the number of Britishers which is given there in second point, you have to learn it. Simon Commission was completely boycotted in the entire country. The commission was welcomed with hartals across the nation, and it was greeted with Simon Go Back slogans and black flags because people were not favor in of Simon Commission. Government tried to suppress the agitations and police used lathis blow. Lala Lajpat Rai was beaten up mercilessly on 30th October 1928 at Lahore railway station and lost his life due to the lathi blows of the police. Now we will discuss recommendation of Simon Commission. Autonomy in provinces, provincial legislature councils should be expanded. Princely state should also be controlled by the government. British troops and officers should stay for many more years. High Court should be controlled by Government of India. Communal representation would be continued. Now we are going to discuss Declaration of Poorna Swaraj. Congress gave an ultimatum to the British government to accept the Nehru report by the end of 1929 or to face a mass movement. After the 1 year time limit passed without any positive response from the British, Nehru report was declared lapsed at the Lahore session in 1929. Jawaharlal Nehru was made as the president of Lahore session of Congress in 1929 and Poorna Swaraj was declared as the objective of Congress. On 31st December 1929, Nehru hoisted Indian tricolor flag on the banks of River Ravi at Lahore. So, according to the Nehru report, several demands were there, but they were not fulfilled, so they declared Purna Swaraj. Here it was decided that preparation of civil disobedience movement. What Swaraj here would mean Purna Swaraj. 26th January would be observed as Purna Swaraj. It was decided that on 26th January, Independence Day would be celebrated. Day throughout the nation tricolor flags would be hoisted. Indian would resign from legislatures and would withdraw themselves from any kind of association with British. Civil disobedience movement was launched with Dandi March Yatra. Gandhiji began the historic march from Sabarmati Ashram on 12th March 1930 and reached Dandi, a village in Gujarat, on 6th April 1930. He picked up some salt and violated the salt laws imposed by the British. He selected to attack salt tax because it affected all the sections of the society and especially the poor people. By breaking the salt law, Gandhiji launched civil disobedience movement. The programs used in civil disobedience movement. Boycott program and other programs. Boycott program, boycott of foreign clothes, boycott of foreign goods, boycott of liquor. Other programs like breaking salt laws, non payment of taxes and revenues, all other programs used in the non cooperation movement. The non cooperation movement and civil disobedience movement laid the foundation of Poorna Swaraj. Now we are going to discuss Gandhi-Irwin Pact, a pact or a treaty which was signed between Gandhiji and Lord Irwin. In March 1931, Lord Irwin, the Viceroy, opened negotiations with Gandhi with the help of some Indian leaders, which resulted in signing the Gandhi-Irwin Pact, under which it was decided these following demands were there: withdraw all ordinances, release all prisoners except those guilty of violence, allow peaceful picketing of liquor shops and foreign goods, return properties of satyagrahis that was taken away from them, allow manufacturing salt near sea coast. So these were the demands of Gandhiji. Now, Lord Irwin demanded suspend civil disobedience movement to participate in the second round table conference and not to investigate into police excess. According to Gandhi-Irwin Pact, Gandhiji had to attend second round table conference. So, the second round table conference was held at London. As per the terms of Gandhi-Irwin Pact, Gandhiji attended the second round table conference. He fulfilled this demand of the Lord Irwin. However, there he found that all the communities were interested to get separate electorates, and the question of independence was kept aside. So it was not a satisfactory deal for Gandhiji because Gandhiji could imagine that India was going to be divided into several pieces. British refused to immediately grant dominion status to India. Gandhiji returned completely disappointed to India. Now we are going to discuss impact of civil disobedience movement. Tide of nationalism had shaken the British government. The ban on Congress was removed in 1934. Participation from all sections of society, including shopkeepers, workers, merchants, joined the freedom struggle. Spread of nationalism across the nation. People followed non-violence. Social reforms. Harijan Sevak Sangh changed the social conditions. Depressed classes were given entry into temples and were allowed to take water from wells. So, this was a big change in the society. Prabhat fairies, men and women who went around towns and villages singing patriotic songs in the early morning, became very popular. Children participated in the civil disobedience movement through Vanar Sena. And girls, they also had one Sena which was called Manjari Sena. Handwritten patrikas or news sheets were distributed. Thank you.